In the land of Babylon, King Nebuchadnezzar ruled with absolute authority. To display his power, the king ordered a massive golden image to be built on the plain of Dura, towering over the land and visible from far away. He commanded that people from every nation and language must gather before it. When the sound of music was heard, everyone was required to bow down and worship the image the king had made. The punishment for refusing was severe. Anyone who did not bow would be thrown into a blazing furnace. Among the crowd stood 3 men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. They were faithful to God and had chosen not to worship any image, even while living under a foreign king. When the music played and the crowd bowed low, the 3 men remained standing. Some officials noticed their defiance and went to report them to the king.
Is it true that you do not bow down to the image I have set up?
The king waited for their answer, expecting them to deny the accusation or plead for mercy. But Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego did not waver. They knew the danger before them, yet their faith remained firm. The king warned them that if they refused to bow, they would be thrown into the blazing furnace. He reminded them of his power and asked what God could possibly deliver them from his hand. Still, the 3 men stood calmly before the king. Their loyalty was not to fear or authority, but to God alone. Their answer would determine their fate.
Our God is able to deliver us, but even if he does not, we will not bow.
The king was filled with rage. He ordered the furnace to be heated far hotter than usual. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were bound and led toward the flames. The heat was so intense that the soldiers who threw them into the furnace were overcome. But inside the fire, the men were not destroyed. They moved freely, untouched by the flames, and with them was a 4th figure, one not bound and not consumed. The king watched in astonishment as the impossible unfolded before his eyes. When the men were called out, they emerged unharmed. The fire had no power over them. Their story stands as a reminder that God is present even in the fire, and faithful to those who trust him.
There is no other God who can deliver in this way.